The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is going to be a particularly bloody weekend in the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, as our 14 in the Versus tournament will be trimmed to 8. Half of that is going to be coming up today. Hello puzzlers, this is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2024. Joined now for this first matchup at least by a fellow competitor who doesn't have to worry about anything that's going down in the lower brackets. It's the Beefin314.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Puzzle Games. Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely bloody day. We're trimming our field down to our top 8. Very exciting today. Very exciting.
Indeed. Maybe the best part for you, Beefin, is you just get to watch it all unfold. You're sitting pretty in the winners semifinals, waiting for who's going to come out of this unscathed. And quite frankly, there are going to be a lot of good people that do not come out of this weekend's action unscathed. So commiserations will be given all around to all of the players that have participated in the tournament thus far. Today we've got two losers round 3 matches where the players will start going all pink hard all the time. But first we've got a losers round 2 match to wrap up. The last of the popcorn level pick rounds will be played, and we will start with 12 versus 13, Kynayo versus Yukisaka. Beefin, I know you've been watching these two pretty closely. How hyped are you for this matchup?
Yeah, this is going to be a really good one. Both Gremlin Pit members, both people on the grind, and both similar skill levels, I would say. So this is going to be a pretty even matchup, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And I hope you all look forward to what is coming up next. We'll see just how closely these two are matched up when we get into a more comprehensive breakdown in just a little bit. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time, you're not exactly sure how everything works. Believe me, this game tries to give you sensory overload with all of the effects that it gives you. Don't worry, I will ask you to give a couple minutes of your time to allow me to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in North America and Europe based on the Super Famicom game Panel Upon. It was also localized and broadcast through the Super Famicom's Satellaview add-on multiple times throughout its service. Both versions are playable in this tournament. Swapping up to 2 panels in your stack at a time, match at least 3 panels of the same color horizontally or vertically to make the panels disappear. Simply matching 3, however, will not be enough to win. You need to make combos and chains to not only stop your stack's gradual rising for a short time and prevent your stack from breaking through the top of your field, but also send garbage to your opponent to force their stack to the top of their field. Make combos by matching more than 3 panels at once. The amount of time they stop rising the stack is minimal, but so is the amount of time their garbage makes the opponent's field shake. Quick wins can be achieved if you stack combo garbage correctly. Make chains by linking sets of matches together. Make one set of panels disappear and then let the panels directly above them fall into another match. Their garbage makes the opponent's field shake more, but they stop the rising stack for much longer. Forcing your opponent's stack to the top is more consistent with larger chain garbage. To beat the CPU opponents, you must either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is topped out, send so much garbage that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage in a way to make them think they can no longer make a move. Due to how combo garbage is handled in this game, this is by far the least likely scenario. In Versus mode, the easy level has 10 stages, the normal level has 11, and the levels hard and V-hard as we call it have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing each other through all of those stages to defeat the final stage as fast as they can. The player who does that first wins the race. The player who wins a predetermined number of races first wins the match. best of luck to all of our players. We are wrapping up the second round of our losers bracket this weekend. These losers bracket rounds early on have been our patent-pending popcorn level pick format of all of the versus game levels. So, our players have decided on the first of these levels that they are going to race. Then the loser of the first race will counterpick one of the other levels, going on and so forth, until all of the levels have been raced or we have a winner. And if we do end up needing a Game 5, which we've had a few of those in this tournament and they've all been incredibly hype, then the level pick expands to the entire board and any of the 4 levels can be ran back a second time. So this will be our last round of the popcorn level pick. We'll start to get serious about the levels that we play after this matchup, because quite frankly, there aren't too many people that like the earlier levels. Easy, especially, beefing is a bit of a mixed bag for our players.
I usually don't rage out too much on this game, but easy is definitely a level where I definitely just get really upset just because it's so slow and just blocks clear so just glacially. But yeah, I mean, the popcorn levels have been a lot of fun. A lot of exciting races that have come out of those. But yeah, once we get out of there, going to hard v hard, let's go.
All right, we'll be getting out of there after this weekend, so we'll really get to see the highest levels of play after this round. But once we are all done with this tournament, and this weekend will go a long way towards determining who is going to win, our top 4 will get a little piece of our crowd-funded prize pool we'll talk about in just a little bit, and the overall winner will get a little role in our Discord server. It's like a little trophy. We have like little trophy cases on our Discord server profiles at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, and everyone who has won tournaments gets a nice little shiny trophy badge, lack of a better term, on their server profile showing that they are the champion. That will be no different for this one. Also for our endless and stage clear tournaments, which we'll try to talk about more throughout this broadcast, because those tournaments are coming up in very short order. But first, let's talk about that crowd-funded prize pool. It's currently sitting at $200 out of our goal of $500. You're watching live on Twitch, you can throw down your bits to our Puzzle Speedrun Twitch channel, and even subscribing to the channel will add a little bit to the pool as well. Of course, everyone can throw in direct tips if you are more akin to giving support that way. There is a streamelements.com link on screen, or in the live chat you can type !pool for a clickable link to that tip page. But new to this tournament, the $500 goal is just an initial stretch goal. The top 4 in the versus tournament will get expanded to top 8 payouts if we reach $500, and if we reach $1,000, we will pay out the top 16. So if it's possible that we get to the $500, puzzlers, this will be a very important day in determining who will actually get something extra out of this tournament. So if you want to show your support for everyone that is playing, then there is where you go give your spare change. Let's take a look now at our bracket, zoomed in a little bit to give an idea of what we are playing with today. All the matches for this weekend will be played in the losers round 2 and round 3. You see BB Forky and Tayman ND awaiting the winners of the round 2 matchups that we've got this weekend. Foxy Man and Six have already played. We'll be showing that match later, and before that, I will be fighting for my tournament life against another Gremlin Pit member in Skell. I know you're going to be watching that with bated breath, Beefin. But first, this Kynayo Yukisaka matchup is going to be very close. The times that these two have been getting seem to suggest that Kynayo will have a little bit of an initial advantage. Like maybe Kynayo has a little bit more skill, especially with the easy mode times. I mean, Kynayo's been getting sub 630 times in easy in this tournament. That might put Yuki in a lot of trouble if the match gets to the easy mode rounds. But Beefin, you've been watching these two play leading up to this match. What have you seen from them, at least in their prep?
I've seen a bigger improvement with them and incorporating more combos in their chains. Maybe not always a 5, but sometimes, most of the time, a 4 in their chains, which is a good start. You just want extra garbage there. Kynayo has been really good on easy, getting a 629 against me in our match together. So they've definitely improved that. Yuki's been on the grind. You know, I think they've got like a sub 820 V hard. He's really been putting in the work, and I know that Kynayo was with the Gremlin Pit a couple nights ago doing races and participating, and Yuki's been on the grind as well. It's going to be a really, really close race, really close match, and for me, the key is whoever looks or whoever just stops and watches the least, I think, is going to win the race. I think at this point, both players kind of watch a little bit and kind of stop their beat down, and kind of see what the enemy does. But I think that the person who does that the least is going to be the one that emerges victorious in this matchup.
That does seem like whoever puts in the most combos in their chains will also do very well in these matches. These two have different capacities to make combos within their chains, so we'll see how each of these two play out this matchup. Take a little gander at the live Twitch chat to see if anyone put channel points into the prediction for who is going to win this match, and yeah, one person put several points into Kynayo winning this matchup, so that might give you a little bit of idea about the confidence that the fans have going into this matchup. But let's not make our players wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get into this 12-13 matchup in Losers Round 2 with Kynayo, with Yukisaka. That match is coming at you right now!
Let the violence begin.
Yeah, speaking of violence, the original V-Hard, as it's called in the Japanese games, is meant to stand for violence hard, not for very hard. Imagine that.
That is rad. That is probably the best thing I've heard all week. That's awesome. I did not know that. That's sweet.
Alright, as soon as some audio balancing is done here, we can get these players off on their way, and they have selected hard for the first level. What do you think about this pick, Beefin?
To kind of give like a top-down thing, I think that incorporating hard in these in the races, especially in like Losers Round 3, I think it's probably been like the best addition to this tournament in terms of showcasing where players are with regards to their skill. I think that hard is probably the best showcase of where you're at in terms of your level in Tetris Attack and in all panel games, but specifically Tetris Attack. So I think this is going to be a good indicator of where both of them are at for this match going forward.
Yes, hard mode is kind of the skill check for this game, as far as I'm concerned. If you execute in hard mode what you would want to do in V-Hard, you're going to have a lot more success. So, if we see these two put together times in the mid to low 7-minute range, then we'll see players who are on a particularly hot streak. So we've got stream delays of about 5 seconds. We may not have to deal with Kynayo's timer so much, but we'll keep an eye on that as we get our Game 1 underway. And for these stages, I usually look for setting 6 lines of garbage to beat all these foes. Yuki looked like they needed 5 lines for that win onto Lakitu. Beefin, how do you usually approach hard mode?
When I'm speedrunning it, I definitely try to go for 5 lines only. 5 lines get you the quickest kills. If you're racing, you kind of want to go for 6 lines, as you said. 6 lines is more consistent with defeating these enemies as fast as possible for race situations.
And Yuki is showing that off so far with another sub-20 second stage. Seems like the chains have not come together so far for Kynayo. Maybe some more advanced setup of chains would let these attacks work out for them more often. And Yuki seems like he's gotten the right chains together so far. Maybe the combo's been a little light, but everything came together for a 13-second time. That's closer to what you want to see, isn't it, Beefin?
Absolutely. Like, pretty top times you want to get under 15 seconds. Really good quick kills or 13s, 12s, stuff like that. Wow, Kynayo going out to a 7 chain. Want to make sure that this dog's down. Good for 17.
Yeah. Very safe, very good. It's just so fun to see how everyone approaches these runs differently. Like, as much science as we want to try to put in this game, at the end of the day, this game really is probably consumed best as an art form. And some people just have such a better artistry with these games than others. But right now, it is Yuki with the immediate advantage. It's only like a few seconds at the moment, but by and large, Yuki has put together the chains more consistently. Although this attack had to be restarted, went up to a 6 chain to get things going. What have you noticed so far from these two, Beefin?
I've seen that Yuki is much better, at least in this in hard right now, of recognizing when an attack is not gonna work, it's not gonna top the opponent out, recognizes it and quickly sends a follow-up. I think that Yuki's been much better with that metric than Kynayo has in the early goings. So let's see if Kynayo can make that adjustment.
Again, unfortunate.
Popped off.
Garbage clear there. These are blargs that are getting down incredibly low. Like, if you give these foes an inch, they can waste enough time to lower the stack and make you send an extra line or two. Sometimes 6 lines will be enough. Sometimes 7 lines will not be enough. So most of our players approaching this level will want to find, like, at minimum an X4 chain to start things off, and then as their capacity for combos gets judged, they want to add extra lines of chains accordingly. Very unfortunate stage for Yuki, and very unfortunate timing for Kynayo. So they're having to settle for very similar results, but they are basically neck and neck heading into one of the he's a bird. He's a jerk. He's also the worst Ninja Turtle. You're probably gonna need extra lines for this guy. Do you treat any of the like pre-cave stages any differently, Beefin?
I actually try to send a little bit extra starting at Blarg. I definitely try to send extra at Fish and in Raven as well, because they usually have faster cursor speed and they can get to more things. And Kynayo did a much better job of recognizing that, sending a little bit extra against Raven, and they're in the cave first.
Yeah, that's a 5-15 cave entry for our 12 seed, and Yuki just continuing to get cleared on a 53 is going to hurt so much. If there's a solace in hard mode compared to the hardest mode, V-hard as we call it, at least that was just unfortunate for Kynayo. The Hookbill and Naval Piranha Plant don't actually know how to set up chains on hard mode, so anything that they get is just pure coincidence. And okay, Yuki's made the combos to make up a good amount of ground in this cave section. Again, it's not until Kamek where we see these opponents actually make chains. Oh, Kynayo dropped that attack. That insert.
Yeah, Kynayo saw that one there and just dropped it there. Just at least having the awareness that that option was available, but just didn't have the cursor speed to get there fast enough.
All right, cleaning up there for a 21, and that's a very low plant that Yuki is witnessing. So there's a little bit of combo spam, and it's barely gonna go. Oh, one more. Short one more line.
There was a little bit of stop and watch there, and that definitely cost Yuki there. Plant was able to counterattack and get another clear.
I wonder how closely these two have been paying attention to how they attack. I know I've been focusing in my prep for my own match coming up right after this is that I'm trying to focus more on starting my attacks from the middle of my stack. That way I have panels on every side to look for matches. Kynayo is able to escape from that stage with a 40 as Yuki cannot get the combo spam there to down Kamek.
Oh, no. Yeah, and Kamek is still not topped off.
Seems like so far I'm seeing Kynayo start more than a few attacks from the top of their stack, and that is limiting a few of their options. Working out very well here though, and Bowser will be downed in 15 seconds for Kynayo to officially clock in with an 8:23. That's good enough for star number 1.
Very good play by Kynayo for game 1. Much less stop and look moments. Better counterattacks in the second half. And yeah, that was the big difference there. And Kynayo, congrats, taking game 1 there.
Alright, Yuki looks to have a sizable attack onto Bowser, and that will be done. Officially clocking in on racetime.gg, the timer that matters for these matches, at a 9:11. And these times seem to be fairly reflective of what we've seen from these two in hard mode. Does this result really surprise you right now, Beefin?
I kind of predicted that this match was going to be a coin flip. I honestly thought Yuki was going to break sub 9, but I mean, It's not really surprising me. I believe that these games could go either way, but kind of a little surprised that Yuki didn't break the sub 9, but still a 9-11, decent showing.
All right, with that loss, the first pick for game 2 goes to Yuki, and we are going through the normal way to play, or at least the normal level for versus. It's a level 4 out of 10 as opposed to maybe a 5 out of 10. So I don't know if it's meant to be like average or anything. It turns out to be the default in Pokemon Puzzle League, which for whatever, that's where like maybe 4 is the most comfortable speed. How do you feel about this speed, Beefin?
You know, you may say it's a 4 out of 10, but I think it's a 10 out of 10. I actually really love this speed. This is the difficulty where you kind of graduate from easy and you are able to take what you learned from easy and incorporating more combos into your chains and just ratcheting it up to a higher speed. So this is also another good metric to see where both players are at with their combos and their chains.
A little bit of a slip of the chain by Yuki, but Lakitu really did very little in that stage, and that will lead to a 14-second result. Kynayo, not to be outdone too much, gets a 17. That's going to be the range of times that our player is going to be expecting to see in this 11 stage run.
A little garbage clear, but nothing too major. Ooh, Yuki getting that flag chain. Let's go.
There it is. The idea of building chains faster than the normal rhythm of popping panels gives you. That is one of the keys to excelling in this game. And as soon as Bumpty will stop making random matches, Kynayo will be catching right back up. So this is still anyone's game. Ah, the little T cross-shaped 5 combo. It's one of my favorite combos to start with.
I love 5 combos. There are so many different setups you can make with 5s that's really like one of the parts of the mastery of this game is learning all the different patterns to create 5 combos. Ooh.
Wow.
Pooch getting a 4 combo over there. 28.
Had time
terrible.
for that, huh?
Terrible.
Well.
Gee, dog. What are we doing here?
Yeah, these foes are fairly slow, but they can still waste a fair bit of time. Okay, Yuki going to a 5 chain here. That feels like a good sweet spot for their combo production, and that ended up being 6 lines required for the kill. 6 lines does tend to work out for these stages more often than not, but if you take a little longer to send your attack, then you might need to give it a little extra. I know I, for one, tend to estimate every 10 seconds it takes to send your attack, you gotta add an extra line to what you think you need to send.
I agree with that heuristic. Yeah, you want to be sending your attacks as fast as possible, and the faster you can do it statistically, the more likely that you won't have to send as much. Kynayo had a really good send there, but unfortunately Froggy was there with the clear. Still gets a 19, makes up about 11 seconds.
Yeah, that basically puts us neck and neck once again. Like you said this match would be close, Beefin, and these two are definitely showing how close in skill they are right now.
Ooh, get there with the 6 chain. Let's go.
Alright,
Kynayo didn't have as much of a big follow-up there, you know. And that's to me like that's the difference maker, is being able to send correctly on your first attack will save you a lot of time, and especially in these lower stages.
Okay. Oh, I like this. I like this combo send that Yuki's sending here. Not much of a lag chain, but if you're committed to a 5 chain anyway, might as well add as many combos as you can to get the lines, and that's good enough for another sub 20 stage. Kynayo having to send a second set of attacks to top off Lunchfish, and it gave them time to address the garbage. These foes do behave a little differently when they have garbage on top of them. If you give them time to address the garbage, they have the potential to drag you for quite some time. Okay, Yuki finds a 6 chain on this attack. The combos are a little lacking, but the stack inches up to the very top, and that will lead to a roasted bird. And
Love
Yuki
our pillar.
Indeed, the pillars on each side holding up the garbage. You'll see that be a lot more important when we get to the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament later this year. But with Yuki's cave entry getting to about 5:15, these two are actually really close with 3 stages to go. Oh, 3 lines were required on Yuki's hook bill. Will Kynayo have a little bit of a better start? Oh, gets the frame perfect swap for the 4 combo.
Beautiful.
For the 4 chain, and oh, those combos are not quite enough either. That garbage clear is going to waste a lot of time. Kynayo going to a 3 chain follow-up, which has a chance to be okay, and as slow as these foes will scroll to the top, that will be just fine. But the lead
chain
for...
off the garbage. Chain off the garbage, very unfortunate there, but yeah.
Oop, a lag chain, not quite able to get the timing to continue it from Yuki, but this follow-up looks like it's going to work out fairly well. That will be enough for a 17, and it is Yuki with the prime opportunity to even up this match with this last stage. Ooh, okay. Kynayo gets a 19, so there is a chance. And, Kamek does learn how to chain in normal mode, so there is a very mild chance for some trolling here. Let's see how Yuki handles it.
Not a good start there. Drop that chain.
Okay,
Trying to combo spam right now.
Yeah, dropping that chain to... Oh, Yuki!
Oh!
Yuki!
God! Oh!
to get all the way up to the top without a plan.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Oh!
Wow. My goodness.
Wow.
Kynayo clutched it with the 15-second Kamek. Yuki could not get a good enough attack to get that started. It is actually Kynayo that steals this game with a 7-14 to a 7-19.
Wow.
Those were
whew.
Really good from both players. Good
Arrowing
effort.
from Yuki going all the way to the top and almost just topping out and almost giving me a heart attack from my energy drink I had this morning.
My goodness.
But yeah, Kynayo with that 15-second K-Mech deals game number 2. Very well done. Yeah, you sip that tea or coffee or whatever you got. Stay hydrated, everybody. Don't drink energy drinks like I do. Don't do that. Unless you really want to.
Don't drink sodas like I do if you want to stay hydrated either. But I need the caffeine personally. So many people need the caffeine. In any case, Yuki's choice for Game 3. I think there's only one logical answer for the potential Hail Mary.
Yeah, buddy.
It is red hard time.
Yeah.
Now these foes are at their now these foes are at their fastest. Now all of the Cave of Wickedness opponents learn how to chain. It is time for maximum chaos.
I honestly think game 3 couldn't have gone any other way. Especially down 2-0. You gotta start, you gotta get the fire back. So I definitely agree with running V hard on game 3.
Alright. Timers are counting down. And in a few seconds, we will see Kynayo also take off for this Game 3. The must-win for Yukisaka to stay alive in this tournament. And right now, the chain is not quite coming together. This is a really low Lakitu. Lakitu on the hardest level finds a way to get down incredibly low so often. Most of these opponents will go down to 7 lines of garbage, which usually requires a 5 chain at minimum for most players and 3 rows of combos. But these foes are also fast enough to get to some garbage clears, and Kynayo's Lakitu getting a 3 chain.
Excuse me, game. I know I sound like Tayman, but
what are these chains right now? What are these chains that Lakitu is serving our players?
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that is actually not allowed.
Lag chains, tier 2 clears, anything that you could think of that the computer could do, did it. Jeez.
Ooh, Kynayo finds an 8 combo to start the chain. Double taps to the extension, which is going to be a little bit of a problem.
Good find for the 2-6.
Whoa, what a bounce back from Yuki, a 12. That is amazing.
Man. Let's go.
Stages like that tend to be more luck-based than anything else, but that doesn't mean they feel any less good when you get them.
Absolutely, they are definitely a welcome surprise, that's for sure.
Okay.
You gotta drop in the chain right there.
Okay, Yuki's following up with a 5 chain, so this is probably fine. And again, I'm seeing Kynayo make some attacks starting at the top of their stack, and it's not seemingly giving them that many opportunities to build the chain. And wow, that's gonna be a chain from Kynayo's Poochie down to line 3. Are we gonna have Crush Doggo? That was gonna lead to Crush Doggo.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how far down these foes can make you dig. You gotta really send lines to beat several of these foes. Like 7 lines is merely a suggestion.
Absolutely. And something I'm seeing is Yuki is definitely being more aggressive with the counterattack, with the resend. Has a better handle in this match of doing a better counterattack after he knows that it's not topped off. But having said that, Kynayo proved me wrong, getting a 17 on Wiggler.
And
shoring that up by another 8 seconds.
The race is even once again. A few things happened there that Yuki did not know how to handle. As I said in the open, this game has a way of overloading you with stimulus, trying to disorient you with all of the flashy graphics and sounds that play. And From what I've seen of various people picking up this game for the first time, I think it's very effective.
Absolutely.
And Kynayo is out of Froggy with a 31 to Yuki's 40. That's not going to be what our players are looking for too much. I think these two are capable of averaging somewhere around 25 to 30 seconds per stage. Ooh, a 9 combo. Love it.
Let's go.
More of that, please. Not quite enough. That's a pillar that might hold a little bit for Yuki.
Oh, no.
And there it is. 20 for Yuki to Kynayo's 26. And after the first half, it is Kynayo that is up by about 4 seconds. And now
This
we're
race
really
has
getting
definitely been
into
going back and forth.
We are really getting into the random part of the game now. Lungefish has a tendency to make me, for instance, send at least 8 lines of garbage. So, we'll see how well it treats our 2 players. Oh, I don't know what Kynayo was supposed to do with that. 3 lines
Yeah, I think that,
down.
yeah. That clear was just going to happen no matter what there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, very, very similar lunge fishes from our players. Seemed fairly uncooperative. Didn't seem to be a good way to top them off without a garbage clear. And I'm not sure how either of these two are feeling about their runs so far. But again, Kynayo kind of starting an attack from the top, and the chain options get limited after that.
Yeah, and they're usually cutting their attack off very soon. It lends me to believe that they think that they have to send exactly the right amount of lines, and especially with these V-hard opponents, you can't do that because they are going to depillar, they are going to clear. The cursor speed is much faster, so would like to see a little more send, like what Yuki just did to get out of Raven.
Yep, that is a 631 cave entry for our 13 seed. But now that players are entering the cave, now
Goodness.
Now we get to see the game at its absolute best or worst, depending on the perspective. Raven, hello? That's a 4-chain? That's not allowed. Raven doesn't know how to chain. Why are you giving to a 4-chain game? Hello? Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh, and Kynayo doesn't have the garbage to follow up. Having to wait for the transformation to get more lines built, and Yuki
dude.
And Yuki is walking away with this race right now. We have a patent pending, well, not quite 2-stage lead now, but it's definitely a full stage for Yuki heading into the plant. And okay, little 5 combo setup. Yuki taking the time to try to set up a 9. Don't know if that time ended up being worth it, but man, that plant not being very nice right now. Okay, Kynayo is sending lines and getting a nice hook bill kill at 16 seconds. Gonna need
Nice
3 more of the. Gonna need 3 more of those in order to really get competitive in this race. And in the downstacking dance is Piranha Plant, which usually leads to their doom.
I've always said that the person who's going to win usually V-hard races is the person who can master the cave better. So that was a very good quick kill from Kynayo. Oh, talk to me.
Oh,
Oh,
one line
no.
short from a 15 for Kynayo. Oh, that would have been glorious.
Wow.
And now, Kamek is hocus pocusing all over Yuki's attack. Yuki's setting a follow-up 6 chain, which will do enough to top off Kamek for a bit. Just how much time will Kamek have to scroll to the top? Not enough. And Yuki will have a small opportunity to finish this V-Hard race in under 10 minutes and stay alive in the tournament. Meanwhile, Kynayo's Kamek is getting a little bit of a chain in. Kynayo sending a 5 chain for the follow-up. No combos there means that's not going to work quite yet.
Meanwhile, over on Yuki's side, did not send a very good first attack, and now Bowser is going to work.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a 7 chain. That's going to be a healthy dose of garbage for Yuki to deal with. You start to worry about survival after a while with the attacks that Bowser is sending, and it's also a problem of something we saw a little bit with Kynayo earlier, having to wait for garbage to transform in order to rebuild the attack. So Yuki is very much in wait mode to find out if... Oh! Wait a minute!
Hey!
That garbage got low enough to where Bowser thought he had no more moves. And that will be a Game 3 in Yukisaka's favor in a time of 10 minutes 33 seconds. And Yukisaka stays alive in the tournament with their first star. Well done.
I think the key to Yuki's win there was that Kamek stage. You'll notice that if you watch the tape back, you'll have noticed that Yuki, like, as soon as they saw that Kamek was sending a lot of garbage, immediately started raising their stack and got all the ammo because they knew that they were going to be pinned very soon. So having the available garbage to send over, I think, was the difference in this match. And also
now...
that Raven was not great from Kynayo. Boo Raven.
Yeah, the Raven might have been a bigger decider on this race than Bowser was, but Kynayo is finally done at 11:37. Wants to probably put that behind them. Even Kynayo in the live race chat going, Raven, why?
Raven, why? Boo. Terrible.
Alright then. We are now off to a Game 4, and there is one level left to play. And honestly, this might still be in Kynayo's advantage as we now go down Easy Street.
Gotta agree with you on that one, Cards. I definitely do think Kynayo is advantaged on Easy. I think Easy is one of their better categories. I know they're really good with normal, but Easy, yeah, definitely have good times and good consistency. So let's see if Yuki can make it a Game 5. Let's go.
This is going to be an interesting one with Easy mode because we have not seen Yuki play Easy in this tournament. We have seen Kynayo put 2 sub-630s in Easy in this tournament. And as we get Game 4 underway, I am kind of bad for not knowing what Yuki's Easy personal best is. I feel like that's something I should know already. So if it's one of those instances where, as both players are now underway in this 10-stage route, if Kynayo has already gotten a time faster than Yuki's best easy run, then maybe Yuki's in more trouble than we thought.
Yeah, Yuki currently doesn't have any times on the leaderboard right now. I spoke with him a little while ago and asked, why do you not have times on the leaderboard? Just said one thing: I'm waiting for my sub 8 to go on, my sub 8 V hard. Then I'll start putting times on the leaderboard. So once you see a sub 8 from Yuki, watch out. Also, Bumpty, watch out. 18. Let's go.
All right. Times under 20 seconds will be what our two players will be looking for throughout this race, and it is working out to decent effect for both of our players so far. I don't personally get the fascination with waiting to post a decent time to post a time on the leaderboard. Like there are some leaderboards that I'm on that might even more embarrassing to see on there for some. Like don't go to the Mario Golf Toes Tour leaderboard if you unless you want to see someone in such a distant last place that it hurts. So I don't get the fascination with that personally, but to each their own.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a 4 chain from Kynayo. Combos are not quite there. And yes, Yuki sent a fairly nice 6-line attack, but it's usually 7 lines that beats all of these easy mode stages. And after all, the starting stack is 5 lines high, and these foes are too slow to match just about anything. So it's usually going to take 7 lines to fill out the difference.
Absolutely. Let's hope that Yuki can bounce back on this. Currently 3.5 seconds back, so needs to get those sends in there correctly.
Okay, this seems right to get a 3 chain. It seemed like Yuki wanted a 4 chain, but an extra 3 chain was probably needed there. And no, Froggy gets time to make a 2 chain on Kynayo, and that 2 chain just adds roughly 2 seconds of extra time for survival. And Kynayo definitely not happy to see that.
And with that garbage clear, Yuki's got the lead.
Yeah, I've been a bit pleasantly surprised by Yuki's play so far. Like, maybe all of the opening chains have not been as crisp, but it is, as you said earlier, Beefin, the follow-ups have been so on point. And that just speaks to a level of improvisation that really need a lot of experience with this game in order to get. Absolutely. Yeah, Yuki being the better improver today. Kynayo not doing too badly, still only a second back, so made up some time on the last stage. And again, Yuki having to send a second attack, and again sending a sizable follow-up, just really making sure. Okay, that's gonna waste a few seconds. No. And the chain, just more time waste.
Yeah, Yuki not having those combos resolved first definitely did not help.
Oh, and Kynayo does not have fish topped out. Oh, that extra attack just gonna lose even more time. Oh, man. Kynayo just cannot have these kinds of stages right now and expect to close out this match. Okay, Yuki's got a 5 chain, 6 combo. Going to a 6 chain, that should be 8 lines. And that will be more than enough. There we go.
Very solid attack.
That's going to be a cave entry of about 520. And Kynayo is bouncing back with a 17 to get a cave entry time a few seconds behind that, so this match is still very much up in the air as we head to our final 2 stages. Okay, we got a lag chain going there. Yuki did not know how to follow up with that, but that was a good, healthy 6-line send.
Very beautiful.
And
Yep,
that will be enough for a 19-second hook bill.
Yeah, Yuki also had very good follow-up, but ooh, Kynayo!
7 lines in 15 seconds. We are basically neck and neck heading into the final stage.
Probably maybe a 1 second difference. Maybe I think we're tied up.
I think we are squarely tied. Okay, let's see what Yuki's got. Oh, forward to a 6. Insert lag chain. There it is. There it is. More of that.
Oh, come on. You gotta follow up. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Both of these players' chains are short.
Yuki sending a counterattack. Going to a 6? Yuki
Oh,
going to
it's
6.
a big one. But Kynayo's follow-up is going to fall first.
Oh, no. And that's... Oh.
And that will do it.
Wow.
Kynayo with the 25 to Yukisaka's 35. And it will be Kynayo winning game 4 with a 638 to Yukisaka's 649. Wow. That was a close one, Beefin. You did not sell that match short.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the difference in this match was I think Kynayo sent better first attacks, even though Yuki sent better follow-ups, I feel. I mean, you can't allow these enemies to have time to get garbage clears and start resolving garbage, and that's just waste a lot of your time. And Kynayo sending the better first attacks and winning this match. Congratulations.
The 3-1. The win. And it's like Kynayo's bouncing to the beat. With looked like that was a spiel. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. Love to see it. Let's go ahead now. The Pokemon spiel, I believe.
Oh, okay.
If I'm remembering right. In any case, let's make the match official. By a score of 3-1, Kynayo wins the match and will be moving on to play our 6th seed Tayman ND later on in the weekend. Very, very clutch performance. And I think Tayman might have his hands full tomorrow. Just a thought.
Absolutely. Kynayo should not be one that you should count out at all. No, no, no. And congratulations to Yuki. Hard-fought effort. Second tournament. Just fell short today against Kynayo. Very proud of you today, Yuki. And look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Definitely look forward to Yuki returning to later tournaments. Let's take an updated look at our bracket with Tayman and Kynayo ready to play at some point tomorrow. We will see the other losers round 2 matchup with Tetris Attacker and Zeppelander at the start of tomorrow's broadcast. But the rest of what we have today is all hard mode all the time for this round 3, Beefin, and we've got a real banger for this next one. Myself against Skell. There's a lot for you to look at in this matchup, isn't there, Beefin?
I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to how both of you do with hard mode. This is definitely not a gimme. I'm sure you know that. And yeah, this is gonna be really awesome. All hard all the time, and yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
I know I've been dreading how my performance is going to go, especially with running the broadcast at the same time. But I think I have enough of an understanding of what I need to do to be ready for this one. We'll see how ready both of our players are for this matchup. We will bring that to you live right after this, so stick around. You are watching the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2024.